Happy Monday, Houston. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Kim Castro. I'm going to set you up for the work week. This is going to be a 10-minute stream of your weather. I'll walk you through what days we need to watch for showers, what days we could see storms, and maybe a particular day you want to avoid making too many plans that might be a little bit more disruptive than the rest. Today is nice and comfortable. Yes, it's cloudy, but you're not going to see disruptions with showers. We're going to stay dry today. 84 degrees right now at Bush Intercontinental Airport. You're probably going to notice a breeze outside. Wind is sustained right now out of the south-southeast at 16 miles an hour. Anytime we get wind out of the south, you know it's a humid breeze coming in out of the Gulf. So that humidity does make it feel hotter. 84 already feels like 87 degrees right now at Bush Intercontinental Airport. Here's a live look at radar. Cloud cover is sparse for our eastern cities and counties, but that's the only spot that's seeing some good sunshine right now. Otherwise, really thick clouds are starting to roll in from the west, and it is overtaking the loop in the Beltway right now. You'll notice a couple of light little rain showers for the I-35 corridor, even up into Dallas, down to Waco, to Austin, but that's it. There's really no big lifting force, no front that is going to scoop up the moisture and bring too many showers to the Lone Star State today. That's going to change though as we move on later in the week. Let's start with your Monday forecast. So we're at 83 already right now. We're going to bump it up to 86 for your high temperature. That's right at 3 o'clock. You will see some peaks of sunshine throughout the day, but the majority of the sky is going to be filled with quite a bit of cloud cover. So that means temperatures are going to stay pretty mild even into the overnight hours. Your rain potential over the next 5 days looks like this. So we're still dry for your Tuesday. Your Wednesday, you'll notice light green. It brings you 20% chance for a couple of showers there. And then your Thursday, we increase that. We increase it again for your Friday. I told you one day you might want to avoid outdoor activities. That's going to be your Friday. I think we could see a couple of storms along with the potential for some showers. Let's look at our neighborhood weather network. Do you live in Bel Air? If you do, this is the exact temperature on Grape Street, 83 degrees. Holly Street, same thing there. Taking you up a little bit closer towards the Heights or Rice Military. Find your neighborhood. There's lots of them on the map right now. Memorial, Spring Branch. Everybody is right around the low to mid 80s. A little bit warmer there for Rutland Street in the Heights. East 7th Street is at 84, and you'll notice a little touch cooler there for Turbury Oak Lane at 82. The cloud cover out there is pretty significant. So we'll start off at the Gulf this time. You'll notice there's a bit of a haze out there. There's low and mid-level clouds, 83 degrees in Galveston. The shot at the Galleria and the Gulf Freeway looks pretty much the same. Cloud cover everywhere. Hobby Airport, same deal there. So if you are going to the airport, you're catching a flight today, you're not going to run into showers. I know we look up at the sky, we think there's cloud cover. Maybe we'll have to dodge some rain. Luckily, not today. You will encounter the wind though. Gusts right now are at 20 to 25 miles an hour, and that is not going anywhere. So you're going to have to deal with a little bit of wind. 83 the gust right now at Hobby, 23 I should say. If it was 83 I'd be concerned. 23 mile an hour wind gusts all the way through 5 o'clock in the afternoon. A little bit better for tonight, not as breezy, but sustained wind still coming in out of the Gulf. So the humidity map is going to be something that I am tracking all week long. We are in the dark green for today. That means it is humid today, humid tomorrow, same thing for Wednesday, pretty much the same thing for Thursday. Thursday, you'll notice there's a boundary that tries to drag in a little bit of some dry air. I don't think that's going to sweep through here, so we're going to stay pretty humid for your Thursday too. The Gulf humidity makes it feel sticky icky. Find your neighborhood to check in on your high temperature today. If you're in Sugar Land, you'll make it up to 85. Katy, 85. A degree warmer for Bush. A few degrees cooler down the Gulf Freeway. So League City, 83 is where you max out today. Galveston, 83 is where you max out too. El Campo makes it up to 84 for today. Remember, mostly cloudy sky, so you're not going to see a ton of sunshine. Tuesday looks pretty similar to today. The high also 86 degrees. Wednesday, the only difference is that I think we have a little bit of a disturbance moving in for your Wednesday, and that brings us a 20% chance for some isolated showers. Thursday, boundary gets a little closer to us, so we hike up the rain chances to 30%. We're also kicking up the warmth too. By Thursday, I think your high temperature is close to 90 degrees. Here are the weather systems at play. We got high pressure that keeps us warm. So we're mostly cloudy, warm, and muggy today. For your Tuesday, there's that boundary just well off to our north. So same thing, sun, clouds, still dry. Wednesday, we start to see a little bit more moisture streaming in from the Gulf, so that's your isolated shower chance. But for the most part, even through your Wednesday, high pressure is pretty firmly in place, and that kicks the jet stream to the north. Once this starts shifting further east and we see a buckling in the jet stream, that's when we transition from warm and dry, quiet to a little bit more activity. By the middle of the week, that's when we could start to see some showers move into the area. So severe threat today is not going to be an issue for us. Notice San Angelo to Oklahoma City, that's where there's a threat level 3, and Minneapolis is a threat level 4 for today. So in case you have any family members, you want to warn them about that. Tomorrow, it's a pretty similar setup. So severe threat for West Texas, and then it angles towards the northeast, getting all the way into Buffalo, New York. Wednesday, severe threat is for the Lone Star State, but it's for Dallas. It's a threat level 2. All the storm potential for Wednesday really stays north of us. Of course, if any of this changes, we'll make sure to update you. Every now and then we get a couple storms that strengthen past what the models had projected that do allow them to carry a longer distance. If that's the case, and we see some storms that are getting a little intensity, we'll make sure we send push alerts to your phone. We'll make sure to update you on Facebook, on Instagram, on X. We'll tell you, of course, on TV as well. So just make sure you download the KHOU app. It's springtime in Texas. Most of the storms behave if there isn't a front in the vicinity, but we'll be prepared just in case. So 20% for now for Wednesday, 30% for Thursday. Friday, I already want to give you a warning about Friday because that's the day that I do see a front getting closer to us. And so that hikes up the potential for us to see impacts. So we'll start off on Wednesday. What does a 20% chance for showers look like here? This. So a few isolated downpours, but mainly light activity. Thursday, a few more. So that's why we have a 30% chance of those downpours. But overarching theme is it's lighter. Now Friday, we got the low moving in closer to us. We have this front that's attached to it as well, and that's going to drag in a bit more energy here in Houston. So that's why I've hiked up Friday's storm potential to 40%. That being said, rain coming into the area is a good thing. So far, we're about close to 2 inches below average for this time of year, and that does start to impact our drought monitor. So seeing rain in the forecast is a good thing for us. Live look right now, temperatures are in the upper 70s to low 80s. A few spots already getting to the mid 80s right now, 85 degrees in Conroe. If you're stepping outside for the lunch hour, you're not going to need an umbrella. You won't need it throughout the afternoon. Sunset time today is going to be at 7:56. Once the sun does go down, you are going to notice that cloud cover sticks with us. And so that is going to keep us humid and warm throughout the evening into tomorrow morning. So waking up in Montrose in the Heights, 73 degrees, 72 for Jersey Village, 71 for Cypress, Mission Bend, 72. Everywhere, low 70s. The only spot that maybe makes it to the upper 60s, Huntsville to Livingston, and Galveston stays even warmer overnight at 75 degrees. Tomorrow, pretty similar. Cloud covers in place, warm and humid, high temperatures mid-80s. 85 for Montrose, 85 for Edo. Widen the shot to include all of Harris County, 86 for Cypress, 86 for Jersey Village. Alameda makes it to 85 degrees. So very warm today, pretty warm again tomorrow. No rain both of these days. Remember, we start increasing the potential on Wednesday, but it's very isolated. I think if you forget your umbrella, you're just fine. Thursday, do carry your umbrella with you. You could see a bit more activity, and then Friday's going to be the day to watch. The timing on Friday right now looks to be for the afternoon and evening. So that's your heads up. Remember, we're still a ways away from Friday, so that may change, but I want to give you at least some of an indicator as to when you'll have to dodge those showers. And then lingering moisture could be with us through the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Temperature-wise, mid to upper 80s each and every day. This is a pretty typical pattern for springtime in Houston. If you just moved to the area, does it ever get drier? No, it's going to be pretty humid for the entire week, and we'll dodge some raindrops in between the warmth.